Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Vadim and I'm a beginner day trader. Today is day number 139 and today is the first trading day in 2026 and unfortunately I have a big red day. Of course I didn't plan to have a big red day on the first trading day of 2026, but it happened. I'm down by $328.10 or 13.69%. Very bad. So I planned to start my first trading day of 2026 completely different. I wanted to continue trading the same style as I did on December 31st, trading with a smaller share size, keeping very tight stop losses, and if the trade doesn't work, cut it and wait for another day to start trading. However, today something happened, and I want to talk about each mistake I made, what triggered me, and what led to such a big red day. So what happens first? I'm sitting in front of my computer, and let me open the charts for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. Before 7 o'clock, I'm sitting looking at the charts, and I see one stock that caught my attention. It was BVC, and I didn't know if the stock was Chinese or if it was a US company, but I noticed it popped up from 129 to first 147, dips below to 136, and move up to $1.55. So I was considering trading. Then the stock dips, as you can see, at 640 to 129, then coming right back up and moving to the high of $1.65. So around, where was it? Around 7 o'clock, the stock started moving higher, breaking VWAP, and this is when I punched my order when it broke VWAP and moved higher on this candle. So it squeezed really fast, and I got a notification that this stock is restricted and I cannot trade this stock with Charles Schwab. So it was a trigger, and I tried to keep myself calm and not to jump on the next stock with a huge share size to compensate the profit that I couldn't take on BVC. So I'm noticing SNSE coming on the scanner, and the first thing I noticed, the stock was very expensive. It was around $13.75 when I noticed this stock. Then it hit the scanner once, it hit the scanner multiple times, and I was like, okay, can be interesting to trade. So as the stock started squeezing higher, I don't trade the stocks. If you will see all of my recaps from December, I try to talk myself out of trading stocks that are above $10, because usually when I look at my statistics in TraderView, every single time I lose money on such stocks. So today I punched order to buy 10 shares, 20 shares, and at some point I was with 40 shares on the trade, and I lost $34 on my first trade. So my first trade was a loser, and it was a bigger loser. So I was looking at the stock and writing down what happened and with the mistakes I made. So I wrote down 2 mistakes on this stock. I traded expensive stock, even though knowing that I'm usually losing money on such stocks. The second mistake was there was no news on this stock, so it just popped up, no news. However, it was a biotech stock, that's why I was confident to jump on it. And I wasn't pessimistic when the stock went against me. So I was looking first when it was down $5, $10, $19, 25, and finally I sold when I was down $34 on this position. So when the stock flashed lower, when was that? I want to show it to you. SNSE. Now, as you can see, it went even to $10.28. On this flash, I bought right at the bottom, bought 20 shares, and as the stock started climbing higher, I sold it around $12.20, making like $6 on my first trade. The second trade was a small winner. So at this moment I was down only like, I don't know, 20, 26, 27 bucks on a day, around this amount. Then I see one stock that caught my attention, and it was BNBX. And the reason why I decided to jump on this stock, I remember that the Chow stock, it was a Chinese stock, was 67% on a day. So when I opened BNBX, I saw a huge squeeze. I was trying to see where the stock was when it was squeezing. I couldn't quickly to see the price, and I decided to jump into the squeeze. And I jumped right on this candle on 1 minute chart at 175. This was my first entry. Very, very terrible. And I caught this jackknife, as you can see, the whole jackknife. I averaged down at 155, I believe, and somewhere in here. And the stock went against me really heavy. So I had 970 shares and I was down $295. I didn't sell. The stock moves higher. Here I'm down only $100. I'm not selling. And ended up selling, I think, around this area. So I didn't hold my loser today for the whole day, as I usually do, but I wasn't quick selling just because how quickly it reversed. So finishing my day red, BNBX, I was looking when I was into the position that another stock popped up, UAVS, and as you can see, the stock ended up almost at $1.20. So I wasn't able to take this trade because I was into a different trade when I was down a lot. And the biggest mistake I've made, when I bought my first 500 shares, I did see that I was already down $55 on these 500 shares. Instead of selling, I ate it, and it was my huge mistake that multiplied my losses. So this is the day, and very, very unfortunate that today is a big red day. So I didn't follow the plan that I made, and got smoked on such a big red candle on BNBX. It was a jackknife, and as I said, I got in right at the top of this jackknife. This is unfortunate that today I lost $328.10, 13.69%. However, I want to talk about something positive that, still I have. So let me show you all of the trades in the trader view. As you can see, this is my start of 2026. As you can see, I have 3 trades. This actually on the first trade I lost only $30. Not only, but I lost $30.74. I told you before I lost 34. So as you can see, buying into the squeeze, it doesn't work. I'm averaging down, thinking that now it's gonna squeeze right back up. It doesn't work, and I'm selling 40 shares with $30 loss. So this was my first trade. I was thinking only about where the stock can go, so forgetting completely that it can also drop like $2 a share. So this was the second trade I took on this exact stock. I bought 20 shares on the sell-off, and when it stopped and squeezed right, I think it was 12.13 I sold, and 12.33, and it ended up actually going higher to 12.44, 12.45 I saw, but I was out and I didn't want my small winner to become a big loser, so I sold this position with a small profit, as you can see, up $6.18, and this is the trade on BNBX. So I caught this huge jackknife. 500 shares I bought here. Terrible entry, terrible. Average down here with 100 shares I think, and instead of cutting my loss in this area, I averaged down and purchased another I think like 400 shares here. Was my mistake, and this is just multiplying my losses. At this point I was down like 295. Here I was down like $100 only. I did not sell, thinking that now it's gonna squeeze higher, completely ignoring this huge red candle. And I needed to be pessimistic much sooner on this trade. So, and this, as you can see, where I sold it, thinking that if it's gonna squeeze through these levels, it's gonna go higher, probably to 149, and then when the stock started reversing, I decided to sell, and looks like I did the right move, because now it's even lower, 121. So, but let's talk about something positive. And I want to point out that, first of all, if you remember, at this point on December 11th, I was down by $705 on the month of the December, and my account was around $1,390. So this was my balance in here. So I lost, as you can see, on the 19th a lot, but still in this area my account was above 1500. So today my glass is not half empty but half full, just because my account is above $2,000, and that's a positive side of what happened today. So again, this is unfortunate that I lost so much, but it is what it is. I decided to cut it because I didn't want this day to become a 2x more red day. So instead of being red over 300, I didn't want to end up with $600 red day. So finishing the day red, very unfortunate, but my mistakes, and I don't need to repeat them. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And remember, trading is very risky, and my today's results are typical because most of the day traders lose money in the stock market. Again, thank you so much for watching, and right now I'm gonna show you these trades in a pre-market session. Good morning, guys. Currently looking at BVC. Made a nice move. First popped up to 155, then went below 130, I think it was 129, and then squeezed even higher to 165. Not sure if this is a Chinese company or if this is a US company. I see SMX moving higher, 2301, 2370 was the high on the stock. Currently 37% looks like. Very expensive stock. This is Chow Chow, Hong Kong stock, leading gapper 61.59. This is DXF, terrible chart, SMX, as I said earlier. On light volume, I mean, it's not that light, it's 879,000, but it went from like 1505 up to 2371. BVC is trying again. I see it's climbing to VWAP, currently breaking VWAP 701. Is this the obvious stock today? Twenty-three, 25% on a day. I tried to buy as it broke this level, and looks like I cannot buy this stock with Charles Schwab. Look at this, and the stock went up to 155. I guess I'm gonna be waiting for something else to trade. This has already happened on I think on Friday, or not on Friday, but last day I traded, maybe a day prior. Same thing, I was trying to buy stock and I couldn't, and you see it broke this level. Okay, that's fine. We'll wait for something else. So this is our leading gapper currently. This is Chow stock on light volume. Came to close to VWAP and then right back below EMAs, both EMAs. I did see before Sense started hitting the scanner. Is it biotech? Yeah, biotech stock can move to 13.30 and up to like $17. I try to buy, bought 10 shares. At 1390. Currently 31% only. I'm edit another 10 shares. Sense on a really light volume right now. Looks like it's trying to move higher, but my average cost right now $14. I'm gonna add here. doesn't look good, this trade that I took. What's the volume on it now? 164,000. Sold 20 shares. Don't like what the stock is doing. Sold on the bid. Selling another. That's a decent loss. 30 bucks. I'll see if it's gonna climb higher to view app. Drops were really brutal when I was in a trade, especially this one. 70 cents drop. There is a DJNX. SMX, SNSE. Look at this drop. I'm gonna buy this. This pullback bought 20 shares of this huge sell-off. We'll see what's gonna happen. Trying to sell another at 12.36. We'll see if it's gonna work. Sold. IRWD looks like moving higher, but the float is 142 million. 7:30 in just 2 minutes. There is a DJNX, I see. No news. IRWD is moving. I see higher. The float is crazy on it. 142 million. $7.30. We'll see if we get anything. BNBX I see moving. I'm in on BNBX. And that's a brutal move. And I noticed BNBX when it was 40%. I thought that's the one. I have huge position at BNBX at 165 my average cost. 23% on a day. Looks like we have more buying coming in. It was a nice breakout at 157, couldn't hold it. Now below UAP. Looks like another attempt. %19 on a day, this stock. It's gonna break 157, it's gonna go just to the high of the day. But you see, every single time the sellers are pushing the price down. I think then if we will break these levels, they're gonna be ready to start covering. That's my theory. 153 is the high, 153 on the ask, 8200, 153, 6000, 6200, 6100, 6000. Back to 150, tapping tails. what I'm gonna sell. I don't know what's gonna happen next. So selling my first trying to put an order to sell. Don't know why I cannot sell anything. What's happening? Looks like I sold. And it started moving. We'll see what's gonna happen. Sold 210 shares. Is it finally will break view Apple when will move higher? So I decided to start selling because I was down too much and I just didn't want to repeat the same mistakes that I did earlier in December of 2025. But now look at the candles, green candles, they're big. I hope they will just continue squeezing higher. Big sellers, I see 12,000 at 150. Bottoming tail on 1 minute chart. So we have a possible 5-minute setup because this candle should close green. If it will, we might see the high of the day. But again, it's for it to close, we need two more minutes, almost 3 minutes. For this setup to work. A red to green move on 5-minute chart. Doesn't look that this setup is gonna work. So I have only 460 shares left. We'll see if it's gonna be a double bottom at 135. I've held for so long. Down already $310, 13% on a day, and it's breaking. $260 shares left. I'm thinking if it's gonna squeeze right back, at least above 134. It looks terrible. Looks like it's trying to move higher. have only 100 shares left. It will not do anything, but we'll see. I'm selling. Put an order to sell my last 100 shares. Down a lot today, but just my mistake of not waiting for a pullback and buying. Why I cannot sell? And buying this 1 minute candle. So basically I got in somewhere right at the top and I caught this flush. So this was my mistake. So finishing my day red, unfortunately I'm down $328.10. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And remember, trading is risky, as you can see, and my today's results are typical because most of the day traders lose money in the stock market. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on Monday.